So in the last video, I talked about harmonizing the major scale to create triads, 3-note chords. And we had things like a C, an E and a G at the same time to give us a C major triad. But why stop there? Why not go play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play another note. So you've got C, E, G, B. And that gives you the first note, third, fifth, and the seventh note of the major scale. Unsurprisingly, it's called C major 7. To play that comfortably, here isn't the best place. So I'm going to play it here, C, E, G, B, or an open C chord without my first finger, which is also C, E, G, B, C major 7. Notice the sound, it's kind of a light, fluffy sound. I could play that here, C major 7, or here, or here. We can do the same thing starting from the note of D. So we've got D, F, A to give us a D minor triad. There's that minor third and there's the perfect fifth. I can extend this further and add a minor seventh. Now the reason that's called a minor seventh or a flat 7 is if I play the D major scale, there's my 7th note, we've flattened it. We're playing a minor 7th when compared to the D major scale. Everything compares to a parallel major scale. Okay, so I've got D, F, A, C. To play that at the same time, let's do that, say here, D minor 7, or here, or here. Doing the same thing from the third note, I've got E, G, B, D, that gives me an E minor 7. Or like that. We can do the same thing from the fourth note, the note of F. So we have 1, 3, 5, and then 7. These all belong to an F major scale as well, by the way. So we call it F major 7 in this case. Nothing's changed from the major scale. I could play that here. I could play that here. I could play it here. Now, this is where things get interesting. If I start from the 5th note of the scale, previously we had G, B, D. If I add another note, G, B, D, F, I've got G dominant 7, or G7 for short. Now, why on earth is it called that? Well, I've got this major third, I've got a perfect fifth, so far I've got a G major triad. It's major because I've not deviated from what I'd be playing in, say, a G major scale. But a G major scale has an F sharp, not an F. The 7th note of a G major scale is an F sharp. I'm playing an F, so I've flattened the 7th note. I've got a minor 7th. So I've got G, B, D, F. Now we can't call it G minor because it's still got that major third there. A major third, but a minor 7th. So we've invented this new word, this G dominant 7th. We don't tend to bother with the word dominant. We tend to just say G7. Okay, so G7 could be played here. You could play it here. You can add pinky if you want. You could play it here. You could even play it like this, like a C shape plus pinky. Then, starting from the 6th note of the scale, we had A minor before, which was A, C, and E. Let's now add to that A, C, E, G. So we're adding a minor 7th. So A minor 7 could be played here, 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 or here. Lots of ways of playing it. And in the previous video, we had a weird 7th chord in the key called B diminished. It was kind of a scary sounding chord, and we don't tend to use it very often. But when we extend it, things get interesting. So if I play the 7th note in the key of C, there's the B. If I play B, D, F, I get this weird diminished sound. If I extend that further and play B, D, F, and A, I've got something called B minor 7, flat 5. Okay, and the clue to what that is in the name. It's a B minor 7 chord, but the 5th note has been flattened. It looks like this. This is the best way of playing it. Here, B minor 7, flat 5. Here, that's also a B minor 7 flat 5, sometimes called B half diminished. I'm going to play all of those chords in order. There's lots of places I could play them. I'm just going to pick random places. I'm going to play my C here, C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, G7 I might play here, A minor 7, B minor 7 flat 5, and back to C major 7. And you should be able to hear the scale hiding in there. Every key, every major key is the same. The 1 chord when extended is major 7, the 2 and the 3 chord are both minor 7, the 4 chord is major 7, the 5 chord is dominant 7, or 7 for short, the 6 chord is minor 7, and that last one, the 7th chord, is minor 7 flat 5. Anyway, I hope that was useful to you. If so, please click like and subscribe. Thank you.